Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep, welcome back to Pacific Paradise, and welcome back to this island we find ourselves on. Last time we killed ourselves a great white because, even though a great white is a deep water shark, they followed us in from, well, that island over there. So we went to that island, which is a custom island. It is Hobbs. Wait, what was that? There is a shark out there. Ooh, that's Hobbs Rest. It is a peaceful island. So we came to this island, which is not a peaceful island. This island has chosen war. Ooh, alright. We had a great white and we had a hammerhead. Don't know where the hammerhead just swam off to. There it is. Get a little action going there. It's two. Alright. Hadn't planned on this. Fighting a shark straight up in the intro. Interesting. Hey buddy, you got 3 barrels on you. 3 barrels! He's not going down with 3 barrels. We also have a bit of a time of day issue. Okay, there we go. 4 refined spears because our hunting skill is quite high. And now we can see nothing because we are full of shark. Well, our face is full of shark. Okay, cool. That's a little bit of a problem. So we found the hammerhead, even though this is a different session, so it's taken all of our spears with it. We've only got the spears that we started this session with, so we got 4, 8, 9 spears. So hello, great white and the hammerhead. Nice, that kind of closes that arc neatly. Anyway, I was on the Stranded Deep subreddit, and someone was sailing a raft very much the same size as this through a storm, and they had all of their crates on these 4 squares in the middle, except they didn't have raft floors. They only had the raft bases in the middle. So raft floors on the outside, raft bases in the middle, and all of their crates were in the middle. Now the thing is about that, that's the old way of doing it before container shelves existed. Let me show you. A container shelf makes sure that all the containers have 0 weight. So they impart 0 weight to the raft. But if I take a container off and drop it on the raft, bonk, and again, bonk, we are getting lower and lower and lower in the water to a point where I'm pretty sure that the raft is now touching the seabed. So yeah, if you are building a raft, especially a very big raft, if I pick this up and this up and this up and put these back, 2 and 3, it's probably going to be hard to see because it's getting very late in the day. Yeah, there we go. The raft is now much higher off the sand. So my advice is, if you're building a raft, always put container shelves on the raft to carry its extra containers. Don't put physics objects directly on the raft, except for the dead bodies of sharks, like the great white, if you really want to carry one home, and the red container panels. Those are the 2 exceptions, and maybe the gyrocopter if you're feeling brave. Always save before a raft trip, and yeah. So they were saying that they couldn't put container panels down anywhere on the raft. Well, for us, that would be almost exactly the same thing. So we can't put them down anywhere on the outside. We can't put them down in front of the engines. We can't put them down where the sails are. We can't put them down under awnings, I believe. And I also believe, if I can find... Ooh, do we have any wood? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't believe we can put them down in front of... Oh, we can put them down in front of an anchor. Oh, we can put them down in front of engines. I don't think we can put them down under awnings, though. And we certainly can't put them down under sails. No. Okay. So if you're having trouble, just make sure you have a completely blank square. Put down your container shelves and then build the rest of the raft. So yeah, it has nothing to do, the container shelves have nothing to do with the raft floating. That's just expanding the raft itself, adding new bases and floors. The container shelves, you can have it clipped into the ground like it is now and still be able to put a shelf on it. So, my advice, less physics objects on your raft, more shelf space. Think more IKEA and less like a college student just being a gremlin and leaving everything on the floor. It is very late in the day, and you may also hear in the background a bit of whistling. It's because there is, in fact, a windstorm outside, and the windstorm is blowing things around. Giant crab. Oh, but there's also wood and metal. He should be alright as long as he doesn't come looking. Oh, jeez. Okay, nope. Was my mistake. My mistake. Got no nipped by a crab. Oh. Wait, where did the other crab go? Do we take out the crabs before bedtime? It seems like something we should do. So we give him a little bonk and then back up. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, they do the 180. They do the little spin around. That's a pain in the bum. It's a pain in my ankle, certainly, which still has, well, still have brace around it. Yeah, we still have something of a broken leg. Anyway, what we should probably do is head back and look at the house, because I have been looking at the corner sections of the house, trying to work out a way of breaking them apart on the PC version of the game. On the console version of the game, no problem whatsoever. On the PC version, things are a little bit peeped-on, a little bit broken, a little bit wrong. We have another container over there. So what I'm thinking is wait till the morning, have a sleep, wait till the morning, explore the rest of these racks, maybe, and then peace out back home. That seems like a plan, since we've been away... We've been away a fair amount of time. I'm probably not going to try and take the great white back with us this time. He'll be safe here on the beach. As the sun goes down, another beautiful day. So what we can do is immediately save. Oh, check our water. Probably have a little drink before going to bed. Not servings, not servings, not servings. Okay. Not servings. We might have a problem that we have to deal with in the morning. Right, what we'll do is we will save and then we will sleep. When we wake up, it is another beautiful morning, but our water is something of an issue. So, immediately, I'm gonna... Oh. Immediately my inventory is full. Okay, fine. What's food like? I tell you what, we'll just have a ration pack if we can find one. Oh, yes, we can, but... Oh, okay, cool. I'll just have a tin of rations. That's just gonna be so much simpler. It's so much easier to do that than it is to start milking a coconut. How do you even milk a coconut? I mean, I know how you milk a coconut. Very carefully. With warm hands. Okay, cool. So we'll have a little slurp. Food is probably going to be all the way up anyway, so we don't need to eat the delicious coconutty chocolate. Okay, fine, good. So we'll do a little explore. It's kind of neat. It's 7:08, so we actually woke up as late as you pretty much can in the game. Do a little jump. Was that what was that? Torch. Oh, it's just a bit of wood. There's nothing here. Nothing, tra-la-la. Hoggle. You wouldn't be helping this girl. Okay. If she kisses you, I'll make you a prince. A prince of the land of stench. Right, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's have a little jump up here. Because there is a container here, in which we can absolutely have a peek inside. It's got engine parts. So many engine parts. We don't need any more engines. No door, though. Interesting. Tin of beans. Okay. Alright. What we're going to do. What we're going to do is dump that there. Going to whip out the engine parts. Going to turn them into physics objects. So now they exist in the world. And then what we're going to do, grab you and you, because you're useful. My inventory is now almost full. Flare gun. I can't take it. Interesting. I can take it. Cool. And there we go. Done. Dunzo, dunzo, dunzo. So I don't know if there's any more sharks on this side of the island. We have, in fact, taken out 2 sharks. One's deep water, one's an island shark. So the tigers and the hammerheads are island sharks. Well, what you would typically find on an island. But for some reason, we've been fairly okay. That was a barrel. It's like, oh, alright. Maybe grab some rocks while we're here. The other crabs just like looking out to sea, wondering, ooh, is my friend out there? No, my friend, your friend crab is no longer with us. They're dead. Because I killed them with an axe. There's no point in beating around the bush or lying about these things. Okay, let's load the raft up and head home. It's probably for the best. Okay, fine. So, one of these, that one, had metal in it. Dump the metal in there. Do you have a spare slot? 1, 2, 3. Nope, you do not. Do you have a spare slot? Yes, you do. So, we'll get rid of you. Whip out the container. Pop it there. Pick up the bed, because it's very, very important to have the bed on with us. I'm going to move the sharks probably in between episodes. I think there's probably an easier way to do that. The hammerhead will not come with us. I could probably whip the meat off the hammerhead, thinking about it. Okay, that seems like a good idea, in fact. So what we'll do is we will take the kniffy, and we will separate skin from bone. 118 days survived. Interesting. It tells you how many days you've survived, but that, like when you log into the game, or when you start the game up. But then you actually get the same day notification at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of a curious one. 2 and 3. So what we have to do is we have to get back to the house. There we go. We have to get back to the house. And then, yeah, smoke that meat. So, I mean, he will fit on here. And we've done that before. Yeah, it's just easier if I do it in between episodes, because it's just such a pain in my butt. And it's so slow as well. So what we'll do is we'll piece out of here. I'm going to hold right rudder. There's a spooky shipwreck down there. Yeah, I don't like the yachts. The spooky yachts. So, I know exactly which island that is. That's fine. The shark's bodies will not disappear. If you have a shark's body on an island, and you want the meat to last longer than 24 hours, just don't harvest the shark. It's very simple. Interesting. So we can tell there's a wreck there. Did we explore that wreck? I'm not entirely sure. But we also have our island ahead. Oh. Wait, there's a wreck bubbles here. Is there a wreck there? Oh, maybe there is. I don't know. It's been a while since I made that particular island. So that one's Hobbs Rest. That was the first big island. Like, first big home island, I guess. So what we're going to have to look at here is the house. I want to demolish it. I want to absolutely demolish the house. I want to start taking it apart. I want to pull all the panels off. But the main problem with that is that some of the panels are kind of stuck. So what I'm thinking of doing is going into Notepad++ and editing the old save game and seeing what happens. What? You can do that? You can do it on PC, certainly. Right. So I'm going to jam us into the... turn that off. Right, I don't think anything follows back. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing. We have meat in our pants, so we need to deal with that first, but I think we need to modify the raft a little bit. Gotta modify the raft. Alright, so... let's hoof up here to the Great White Bar and Grill, where we can, hopefully... See, there's another Great White. So we've taken Great Whites back to the island before. It just takes a long time. Oh. I'm gonna slap the meat down there. I'm gonna slap the skin down there as well. Whip off this. Do we need to eat? Not really. You can go there. And then you two can sort of go here. Oh, there's crab meat. Interesting. Right, good. Right. We need to make sure we do something with that before the end of the day, otherwise it'll go rotten. Now that we have holes in our inventory, there's a hole in your mind. We can fall down here. Sploosh. Yeah, we can just fall straight off the house. But we need to do something with that. Also, if you can hear whistling in the background, if there's a strong whistling in the background, That is because there is a windstorm at the moment just smashing the front of the house. I do appear to live in Edwardian England, so that's a fun thing. I think we need a hammer, and then we can build a sail. And we are going to build... So these sails face forward, but this sail goes... Oh, sideways. There we go. And you can tell because that's the direction that the arrows are facing. So what we'll do is do the same thing on this side. And pick up these bits. I'm not going to pick up that bit because otherwise it will cloud my inventory. There is a hole in your mind. There is. And then we'll do the same thing with this. We have to stand in a position where we ourselves are not blocking the sail. So, boop. So these two sails face outwards. These two sails face away from us. So if we run out of fuel, we can still sail. But these sails are not for that. So I'm going to put this down since it's the closest to anchor. Going to lift this up. And then I'm going to put this sail down. So now the raft should, if we lift up the anchor, go sideways a little bit. Pull that up. Get on the old motor. And then, yeah, just bounce us into, bonk. Can I put that down? Yes, I can. There we go. So with these side sails, we can just slide the raft sideways. So if we do manage to get the raft stuck somewhere, or if we come alongside an island, we can stop and then we can slide sideways into the island because the turning circle of that raft is absolutely appalling. But that's going to help us. Right, cool. So a few things that we're going to need. We're going to need some fibrous leaves in order to fuel the fires. We can do that. Wow, it is super windy outside. It's only about 40 miles an hour, but it is striking the front of the house. And there's draft excluders over the windows, but I am expecting Mary Poppins to drift by on her umbrella. So we've got 1 of 11. Oh, I wish there was a button to highlight all the stuff that's actually on the ground. That'd be neat. Okay, good. It is, nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Food and water situation is not too bad. I'm going to check the water over here. I'm going to check the farms as well. Farms are a little dry. Yeah, we're a little dry. We might actually need to put some fibrous leaves in all of these things. Okay, so we're tippity top. Not bad at all. Okay, fine. With these fibrous leaves, I will make dinner. But I'll also go up to the top of here because we need to look at the house. So we have a slight problem, and slight problem is rendered thusly. The corners, the brick roof corner, has something of a problem. You cannot demolish it. In the PC version of the game, as I record in the current version of the game, the brick roof corner will only get that much demolished and then it'll refund a stack of bricks. And that's it. You can't demolish them, so we can't really do much with the house. But wait, there's more. It would take 30 hits per brick item. So every floor, every ceiling, every wall, 30 hits. Every floor panel, 30 hits. It's going to take an afternoon to demolish the house. It's crazy. Why does it take 30 hits? It's part of the old durability system that never got put into the game, because if you build a mansion or something like this and then have to run around with a hammer repairing everything, you'd be there for so long just repairing that you'd never play the game. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing is maybe leaving the 2 end arches where the walls are, stripping everything out, and then starting the house again from scratch, but just leaving that central walkway, so the central square walkway. It'd be interesting because I just don't feel this house is working as a thing of beauty from the outside. Anyway, we have other things to do. So first of all, we need to hoof off here and get some dinner cooking. Huh.
You'll give her that hoggle or I'll tip you straight into the bog of eternal stench before you can blink.
Yes, right.
And hoggle. If she ever kisses you, I'll turn you into a prince.
You will?
Prince of the land of stench.
It's got to be something to do with the time of day. Anyway, yes, Great White Bar and Grill. We got to get dinner cooking. All right, we'll do that. Oh, red container panels. The only thing you should... Oh, wait. Also crab. In fact, I'm going to split crab down here. There we go. So yeah, the red container panels, the only physics objects that you should really be carrying on the raft. You can carry the gyrocopter, but if a wave clips through the raft, then you could be in a situation where the gyrocopter just kind of falls off into the sea. It'll float momentarily and then it will sink. And then you will have no gyrocopter because, at least in the PC version of the game, there is only one set of gyrocopter parts and they are on the endgame aircraft carrier. If you are on a console version, you may be able to get more. I don't know. They may be on a version that has gyrocopter parts still in the boxes. I can't put any more. I can't put any more on. What nonsense is this? It's so weird. So we have lit fire. The fires of Gondor have been lit. Gondor calls for aid. That's fine. So this is going to smoke the meat. If we left it for 24 hours, it would spoil and then you'd have to hoof it into the sea. That's fine. We're going to take these leaves and start generating water. And then what I'm probably going to do is... In fact, we can do that now. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to break off that corner of the building. So I'm going to save the game. Boop. Then I'm going to quit to the desktop. So I'll be right back. So I'm here on my laptop because it has a 1080 screen and you might actually be able to see something on this one rather than the usual 2K downscaled to 1080. So what we have here is the Stranded Deep folder. It is located at C users, your name, app data, local load, Beam Team Games, Stranded Deep. That's a lot. I might actually put that in a stickied post down below. So what we have is data, and we have the 4 save game slots, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Well, currently I'm saving in slot 0, so we are going to go slot 0, and then we have data.json. I'm going to edit that in Notepad++, so I'm going to right click on that, edit in Notepad++. I'm going to maximize that on the screen, and then I'm going to hit Control F, and then what I'm going to do is type in brick roof corner, and then I'm just going to hit find next. So that is going to find all the examples of the brick roof corner in our world. And I'm going to delete this one. Now I have backed up my save game. I've backed up the data file. So if things go a little bit Pete Tong, I can just put it back again. The important thing to note is above here, so we got a bunch of red line down the side. Above here is an open curly bracket. We need to take everything out starting with that open curly bracket. So the easiest way to do it is to select this, go down to the bottom of where this red line is to the closed curly bracket, and then scroll all the way back up until we find brick roof corner clone. And that way we get everything from the open and closed brackets. So I'm just going to hit delete. Boop. So one of the corners in our world should now be gone. So I'm just going to hit save and then go back to the game. And here we are back in the game, and already it feels a little bit more open, a little bit more breezy. That corner is still broken though. So what did we take out of the world? So if I hit this, nothing's changed. It's still giving us bricks because the corner sections in this game are very, very broken on PC. But wait, there's more. We now have a big old hole. That's the one we deleted from the game world itself. We do have to do a little check. So if I whip out a refined hammer and I say grab some building materials, which I'm pretty sure we don't have here, but we do have down here somewhere. I'm so glad I didn't just drop onto the raft. That would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot. Where did those bricks go? Are they upstairs? Oh, my dude. They're upstairs somewhere. All right. Not here. We have to spiral all the way to the top. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Cool. So what I'm going to do is run round in a circle. In fact, I'm going to go onto the roof to do this, to do a little test. To do this, do a little jump. Right. So if we stand up, can we put in... Yeah, we can put in a triangle piece. So that bit's okay. Can we put in a floor? Yep. So a floor will actually go back there. Can we put in a roof section? Now I have a feeling certain things might actually be broken. Like, I don't think we can put in a corner roof section because it's not going to snap. I think in order to make the snap, we would have to take out this section and this section in order for that to work. I think that's kind of broke. Can we put in a regular middle roof section? Or is that going to not work either? No, that might not work either. So it could be that this section of building no longer works for, or this area in the game no longer works for roof sections. So we might have actually busted it. We can put it here. Okay, well that's not going to help me at all. Or we may need to put a floor in and then put a roof section on where the floor is. It's a little bit tricky, which is why we always back up the game. So I think for us, we can actually delete these 4 roof sections of the main house, and then I've just got to break every single other piece on the way. This might take a long time. But yeah, that's how you edit your save game. If you're on PC, if you're on console, I don't think you can do that. Or at least it's not something I've looked into. So that's the thing. Food and water situation is okay. We have some fibrous leaves. Can we drop down here? We can. Sploosh into the water because there's fibrous leaves doing no good in my pants. So what we're going to do is drop them in there so they can become water. And then I'm going to harvest 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm actually going to put in 2 bottles. 3 and 4. Good. Excellent. So, what we need to do is break the corners of the house. But wait, there's more. What happens to the free bricks you've been getting? Ah, well, we still have the farmhouse. So, as long as I take the 4 corner pieces out of the world in the correct order, we should still be able to get stuff from the farmhouse itself. Because these end pieces are in fact corner sections. So that is very much a problem that's not going to be a problem. So we can still get infinite bricks if we want to, because this version of the game, I said it before and I'll say it again, is bugged. Anyway, good. I don't know how I'm going to edit all this back together again, so I'm going to leave it here for the time being. If you like these videos, definitely leave a little like. Leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, dingle the bingle. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. Delicious. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.